Breaking news and weather. Fox 10 Midday starts now.
Welcome into Fox 10 Midday on this Friday. Right now, Mobile is playing host to a cruise company making its first ever stop right here in the port city. This American Cruise Line's inaugural cruise between New Orleans and Pensacola is happening, and our Fox 10's Brendan Kirby is live in downtown Mobile right now. Brendan, tell us what's going on behind you.
Well, Ashlyn, this is it. It's the American Symphony. I'll step out of the way and let you take a look. It is a much smaller ship than the Carnival Cruise Line vessels that have called Mobile home over the years. In fact, it's docked at the Maritime Museum, not the cruise terminal. It only has 180 passengers, but we are a port of call, and that means that folks are out in the city taking excursions. Some are touring the USS Alabama battleship. Others are on a trolley bus tour. Some are visiting a gator farm even. It's part of an 8-day itinerary that concludes tomorrow in Pensacola. The ship will be here 3 times this month and then again in November and December. David Clark, president and CEO of Visit Mobile, says he hopes that it becomes permanent. He recalls that this has been a multi-year courtship.
You know, when we go to these cruise trade shows with Visit Mobile in the city of Mobile, we're talking to a lot of these executives selling our great destination to cruise from here. So actually our first conversations with American Cruise Lines began about 6 or 7 years ago in Miami.
Today I'm getting a look at Mobile through the eyes of a tourist on a food and walking tour, and I'll have their stories plus the potential economic impact of this ship coming up at Fox 10 News at 5. Reporting live from downtown Mobile, Brendan Kirby, Fox 10 News.
All right, Brendan, thank you. We are looking forward to seeing that report there. Well, in the meantime, the Mobile County Sheriff's Office is hosting the Touch a Truck event happening right now in West Mobile. My friend Hannah Fink is out there this morning, and meteorologist Nicholas Herboso as well. Guys, I know you got stuck in the rain a little bit earlier, but how are things shaping up out there now?
I mean, as you can tell, it's definitely a little windy out there. I've just given up on my hair at this point, especially after I got rained on. It's humid out here. It's windy. You can probably hear a little bit of it as well. But overall, it's a fun event. Unfortunately, some kiddos did have to leave because they didn't want to be stuck in the rain. But now lunch break is finally over, and some of them are coming out to enjoy this Touch a Truck event by Mobile County Sheriff's Office.
Yeah, you see some of the kids behind us here. There are a lot of really cool things out here for the kids to look at. Alabama Power's out here. You see the sheriff's boat behind us. You've got Mobile County, some of their emergency operation vehicles, which is a really cool thing for them to look at. This is a part of the Sheriff's Office GREAT program.
Yes.
And this is for all the graduates of those kids. A really great event.
Yes.
And it's great that all these kids, they've graduated the program now, so this is a kind of reward.
Yes,
and
this is their graduation present.
we appreciate the kids sticking
Yes.
it out because there are some rain showers.
Yes, and we are still tracking that. We have a very low rain chance today, but we were unfortunately the ones in that 30% chance for rain. Let's take a live look at our radar right now. As you can see, very small rain showers moving through the area, especially in Mobile County, southern Mobile County. As you can see, Dawes is getting some heavy rain. Saraland's about to get some rain. Hurley just had some rain as well. This is going to move through and only be brisk showers. Every time it's rained here, it's been about maybe a 10 to 15 minute downpour. Our northern counties are dry at this point, maybe a light shower over in Chatham. Right now in Daphne on our eastern shore, Toyota Camera, 75 degrees. You can see visibility is a little poor, but not too bad out there. Southeast winds around 11 miles per hour. Dew points definitely showing humidity at this time, and we are getting into that muggy category. Downtown Mobile, eastern shore, Toyota Camera, 76 degrees. South-southeast winds at 16 miles per hour. And then over at Orange Beach, not much sunshine anymore. They did see a little bit of sunshine about an hour ago. Definitely muggy out there. Could see some showers lingering in our coastal communities. Temperatures right now, though, definitely warm out there. 73 degrees in Mobile, 77 in Gulf Shore, 73 in Navarre, 81 in Crestview, 73 in Monroeville, and 79 over in Leakesville. Over the next 10 hours, you can see temperatures are going to be near 80 degrees, and they'll go down as we get into the evening, about 76 degrees by 5 p.m. and then into the 70s by 8 p.m. And forecast highs today, well above average. Temperatures nearing about 80 degrees across the area, maybe even lower 80s in our more northern counties. Dew points are showing it's definitely humid out there. And as we go on throughout the rest of our day, we're going to continue to be in that muggy category. We're probably going to have to put the laptop up as it's starting to rain once again. So I'm going to put that up here in just a moment. And as we continue on through our day, 7-day forecast shows our next rain rain chance is really going to be this weekend, and we're tracking the possibility of some stronger showers and maybe a couple of thunderstorms Saturday night into Sunday morning. So meteorologist Nicholas Herboso and I, the rain has picked up and is currently hitting us right in the face right now. The kiddos unfortunately just got off the bus to get some lunch, and now they're going back into the bus.
At least they got their lunch done. We're going to wrap this up and go hide in the rain.
It's starting to really pelt us now.
We'll talk to y'all a little bit later, guys. Scott?
All right, thank you both. We will check in with you all later on. Have fun out there. Well, in our headlines today, a Navarre teenager now faces charges for a high-speed chase he posted on TikTok and is now facing even more legal trouble. Jail records show 18-year-old Derek Walker was booked late last night on a felony domestic violence charge. Walker was originally arrested after deputies say he fled at nearly 100 miles an hour on Highway 90 in Santa Rosa County just last month. Investigators say he then posted a video of the chase on TikTok, leading them straight to him. Investigators issued a search warrant at his home and found matching gear to what the person was wearing in the chase, and they say Walker admitted to fleeing law enforcement. The sheriff's office says it was important to track him down before someone got hurt.
Sooner or later, this was going to endanger more citizens of Santa Rosa County, and they were adamant that they wanted this guy off the street before he harmed himself or harmed somebody else.
So Walker is charged with felony fleeing or eluding, reckless driving, and speeding more than 50 miles over the limit. His bond on the chase case is set at $11,000, and he is due back in court on these charges next month. Still no word on who the alleged victim is in the domestic violence case, and a court date has not yet been set there. Well, meanwhile, Pensacola's new police chief is wrapping up his first week on the job, and he officially started on Monday. Chief Eric Winstrom comes to Pensacola after serving as chief of Grand Rapids Police since 2022. Winstrom was appointed by Mayor D.C. Reeves. Now, the chief says he spent this week meeting with members of the department. He's also working toward getting his Florida certification. Winstrom says he also got invitations to speak with the community, and he says that will be very critical.
It can't just be all about me and what I think is needed, because a city's entitled to be policed how it wants to be policed. So getting out there, meeting with those faith leaders, community leaders, hearing from them, hearing from those that are connected with them, what they think about the Pensacola Police Department and what we're doing right and what we can do better. And that's how we're going to get better as an agency.
And the chief says the certification test is happening next month. In the meantime, Jalinda Smith's docket date and trial have officially been set. The Pensacola mother is charged with aggravated manslaughter in the death of her 5-year-old son. Her son, Jacaden, who was nonverbal and had autism, was sadly found in a trash bag along the water line near Lillian Highway on February 7th. An autopsy later revealed the child weighed only 20 pounds and appeared severely malnourished and dehydrated. Smith has been held in the Escambia County Jail without bond since her arrest last month, and her docket date is set for May 19th, and trial is set to start on June 1st. And nearly a week into the conflict, the Trump administration says attacks on Iran are about to surge dramatically. The escalating military campaign is raising concerns on Capitol Hill about what the true endgame really is. That's where Fox News correspondent Rebecca Castor joins us with the latest.
President Trump is meeting with defense contractors today to talk about replenishing the country's weapons stockpile as he issues a new warning to the Iranian regime. Israeli jets striking the late Ayatollah Khamenei's underground bunker today, which was reportedly still being used by Iranian officials. It's located directly under the site where he and other regime leaders were killed on the first day of Operation Epic Fury. Senior Israeli officials tell Fox News Khamenei stayed above ground that morning, partly due to Israeli and American deception about potential strikes.
This is the kind of no-nonsense, results-driven warfighting that America demands.
And this morning, President Trump posted online that there will be no deal with Iran except unconditional surrender, adding after the selection of an acceptable leader, the U.S. and its allies will make Iran great again. Today, defense industry executives are convening at the White House as some lawmakers grow concerned about the nation's weapons supply.
We started this war 5 days ago with an insufficient stockpile in these key missile defense interceptors.
The White House says the meeting was scheduled weeks ago, but it also coincides with a new supplemental budget request the White House is expected to send to Congress to replace weapons being used.
Nobody who opposes this war should support an additional dime.
Still, the Trump administration says U.S. forces have more than enough to finish the mission in Iran.
These days, we're spending a lot of time shooting down $100,000 drones with $10,000 weapons.
For now, Congress is supporting the operation after striking down war powers resolutions to pause the fighting. On Capitol Hill, Rebecca Castor, Fox News.
And days after she was grilled on Capitol Hill about her management of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem is no longer secretary. The tipping point stemming from her testimony claiming President Trump approved a $220 million ad campaign for DHS. But the president says he not only didn't authorize the spending, he did not know about the ads. Oklahoma Senator Mark Wayne Mullen has been tapped to take Noem's place, but the switch up not satisfying critics of Noem and the Trump agenda.
It's just, pretty humbling when you start thinking about it. A little kid from Westville, Oklahoma, gets to serve in the president's cabinet. That's pretty neat.
A change in personnel is not sufficient. We need a change in policy. And that has to be bold, dramatic, transformational, and meaningful.
Senator Mullen is expected to take over the role on March 31st, if confirmed. Noem's new role is a special envoy to a group called Shield of the Americas. That's a new security initiative for the Western Hemisphere. And in the meantime, a coalition of 24 states is now suing the Trump administration to block a new 10% global tariff. Led by New York, California, Oregon, and Arizona, the group filed the lawsuit Thursday in the U.S. Court of International Trade. They're now asking the court to declare the new tariffs illegal and prevent them from being implemented. This all comes after the Supreme Court ruled last month against a previous attempt by the president to impose those sweeping tariffs. And a sharp plunge in the February jobs report, with employers cutting a surprising 92,000 jobs. That's dramatically down from a solid 130,000 jobs added in January. Meanwhile, the unemployment rate ticked up slightly from 4.3 to 4.4%.
It's not what was expected, so it's disappointing to see that. I would say these numbers, as we know, bounce around a lot. You can't just look at any 1 month and decide, what's going to happen or what is happening. We had a great report last month, for example.
The new report and the war in Iran taking a big toll on the economy, with markets opening lower again today as oil prices continue to climb, hitting the highest levels in nearly 2 years. Now, looking ahead, the Federal Reserve meets later this month, where they will decide whether to continue their pause on rate cuts. Well, long lines formed this morning as mourners began arriving at Chicago's House of Hope Church ahead of funeral services honoring civil rights icon Reverend Jesse Jackson. And right now, you are taking a live look at the Celebration of Life service, with today's public service dubbed the People's Celebration, honoring Jackson's legacy and contributions to civil rights and activism.
Reverend Jackson was one of the first national figures to give young black people an identity when he told them, you are somebody. You're just not Johnny and Sue, but you are somebody and that you matter. And that helped gravitate the young people to him. And they marched behind him, they stood behind him. And that's why PUSH was so vibrant, especially in the 70s and the 80s, because of what he imparted in them and put in them.
Jackson, whose hearse could be seen parked outside the church today, died on February 17th at the age of 84. Former presidents Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, and Joe Biden are expected to attend today's funeral services. Well, still to come on Fox 10 Midday, the Jaguar Marching Band is minutes away from the dedication on its brand new facility. Our Stephen Moody will bring us the details after the break, but first let's check in with Hannah outside at our annual Touch a Truck event.
Yes, here's a look at our catnap forecast. It's a little overcast, and we're just now getting the tail end of some rain here in West Mobile. A 20% chance of rain is going to continue on through the afternoon into the early evening hours. This is Kit, submitted by Charlotte Keener. Beautiful, cute little animal right there, taking a cat nap, which I'm sure most of us feel with all this rain out there. 80 degrees for our afternoon. We'll have more on your forecast, as well as this Touch a Truck event coming up after this.
Welcome back into Fox 10 Midday on this Friday. The University of South Alabama is celebrating a big investment in its marching band today. The school is dedicating its new $13 million Jaguar marching band facility. My friend Stephen Moody joins us live from campus this morning with much more. Stephen, what can you tell us?
Yeah, hey Ashlyn, we have been here all morning, and just to let you know just how excited we are less than 15 minutes away from this ceremony starting. Now, we made our way through the new facility to get back here. You are looking at this brand new field. You see the marching band members are already out here. This is a full-size lighted practice field, which is identical to the Abraham A. Mitchell Field at Hancock Whitney Stadium, which is right next door. So it has been a lot of work, and today we are excited for that ceremony to start here at 11:30. It's all a dedication for its new $13 million Jaguar marching band complex. University leaders, faculty, and students are all expected to speak during the ceremony as well, and the band will actually play on this field for the first time. So the complex has a full ensemble rehearsal hall, a drumline rehearsal studio, color guard rehearsal studio, a dressing room, and so much more. And like I mentioned before, this is so exciting because this complex features this full-size practice field where the band will be able to simulate their performances. So it's going to be such a great ceremony that starts here in just the next few minutes, and we're actually going to head inside where they'll have some remarks, and then they'll come back out here where the band will play and they'll officially cut the ribbon on this ceremony. We'll have more coming up later this afternoon on Fox 10 News at 4 and 5 on the full story, but for now, reporting live this morning here on the campus of the University of South Alabama, Stephen Moody, Fox 10 News.
Meteorologists Nicholas Herboso and Hannah Fink out here. We're at the Mobile County Sheriff's event for Touch a Truck. We are out here because a bunch of 4th and 5th graders just graduated from the GREAT program, and part of their graduation gift from the Mobile County Sheriff's Office is this Touch a Truck event. We got Alabama Power out here. We are out here with all the wind and rain. As you can see, there's wind in my face. You know, it is a great event. Unfortunately, we have been a part of that 30% that has gotten on and off showers all morning long, unfortunately, but it's still been a fun event.
Yes, it has. Yeah, there have been rain showers, but they're offering us food. They've got the kids in there. They've eaten lunch, so now a few of them are out there. You can actually see a few of them behind us here. Alabama Power and some of the other emergency groups behind us, they're actually getting to explore some of their vehicles. We have already shown off our vehicles. But yes, we have to talk about scattered showers, other things in our forecast.
Yeah, so for our overall weather headlines, what we're expecting, that warm and humid spring-like pattern is going to continue on, and we're tracking widely scattered showers and possible thunderstorms into this weekend. But for now, the next 5 hours, it's going to be possibly some sunshine poking through. Some areas are seeing a lot more sunshine as temperatures get into the upper 70s and lower 80s. Same thing over in Pensacola, a little bit more sunshine there because we're not really going to see any rain in areas of Baldwin County and Northwest Florida today. And our forecast winds, we're going to see that breeze. We're going to feel that breeze. It's going to be a warm and humid breeze as winds are coming out of the southeast around 10 to 15 miles per hour. And our forecast highs today, well above average. The majority of us are going to be in the lower 80s, and then near the coastline, mid to upper 70s as we go on throughout the rest of our Friday. So for your afternoon forecast, we could see some lingering showers passing through, especially if you're in Mobile County, Washington County, and Greene County. Temperatures near 80 degrees. Winds will continue about 10 to 15 miles per hour. We're going to continue to have that 20% chance of rain until the early evening hours, especially in those counties I mentioned, but most of us will stay dry. As you can see on our futurecast, some lingering showers until the late afternoon, early evening hours. Then our next concern will become the fog into the overnight hours. That's been pretty consistent over the last couple of nights, and we'll probably have another dense fog advisory into the overnight hours tonight, kind of like what we saw this morning with our fog risk. So for your evening planner, it'll still be warm and muggy, only 70 degrees at 8 o'clock. Yes, that is warm, and then we'll see some cloudy skies start to poke on through. So for tonight's overall forecast, we'll be in the upper 60s across the area. Could see some patchy dense fog forming as well. Here's a look at our lows across the area. The majority of us in the upper 60s for our overnight lows tonight. And for your weekend forecast, could see some rain chances, especially on Saturday. We're looking to possibly increase that as some models are hinting at showers and thunderstorms making their way into the area on Saturday. Sunday looks to be our greatest rain chance, though, as As you can see on our Futurecast, we're going to have mostly cloudy skies for the majority of our Saturday. Then look at this line moving through. This is actually something we were not expecting during the early part of this week. It was staying dry for the majority of our Saturday. Now we could see some showers moving through and even some thunderstorms. Possibility of stronger thunderstorms are there as well, so that's one thing to note. Late Saturday into Sunday morning, as you can see, this is going to stay pretty consistent. That's 6:30 in the morning we just saw. So rain chances over the next 7 days, definitely going to help us out as we are still in that drought. Highest rain chance will be Sunday. Drought monitor across the area. Most of us are in that severe category. Then we're going to continue to see those warm temperatures even for spring break. A lot of people are on spring break this week. Temperatures in the lower 80s, but it will still feel humid out there. As you can see, our muggy meters grazing that muggy category. So for our 7-day forecast, it's going to continue to stay warm. We're tracking that rain chance and the possibility of some strong thunderstorms Saturday night into early Sunday morning. We'll keep you here updated at Fox 10 News, but the warm temperatures are going to continue on.
Yeah, and that's going to make it a steamy afternoon for us here in Mobile County. We're at West Mobile Park for a Touch a Truck event with Sheriff's Office. Starting to see some rain on us. We'll toss it back to y'all.
All right, thank you both. Stay dry out there. It's 11:23 now. Still to come, Ryan's Refuge is a ministry in Mobile that focuses on restoring lives and helping men overcome addiction. They have a very special gala coming up next month. 2 special guests joining us live in the studio to talk more about the event and the organization. That live chat coming up right after the break. Welcome back. In our community, many people are working behind the scenes to make a difference in the lives of those who need it most. One of those efforts is Ryan's Refuge, a ministry in Mobile restoring lives and helping men overcome addiction. In fact, next month, the organization will be hosting its annual fundraising gala called A Night to Remember. And joining us now is Eric Overstreet and Eric Hood, both with Ryan's Refuge. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah, we're super excited about this event for you all for sure. Eric, starting with you, tell us a little bit about Ryan's Refuge for people who might not know.
Okay, Ryan's Refuge is our men's home. We have 2 ministries now, Ryan's Refuge for men and then China's Hope for women and children. That opened about 6 months ago. Ryan's, we're going into our 3rd year, starting February 1st. So we're celebrating our 2nd year anniversary. It's a free shelter for men, so we have to raise funds once a year. And this is going to be an event where not only do we have a fundraiser, but we're going to celebrate 2 years, you know, the excitement of making it another year.
And huge congratulations to you guys. You know, we've been following that since the beginning.
The whole time.
Eric, number 2, I guess we were talking to you during
Yes.
commercial break, and you said that this place has really impacted you. You've taken on a pretty big role there.
I have. I found myself homeless in Baldwin County in December of last year. Now officially graduated, and for some odd reason, Mr. Overstreet over here has decided that he wanted me to help run the place. So here I am, help run the place.
That's incredible. What is one of your favorite parts about getting to do that?
Actually just seeing the men's lives change from the time they come in. They seem just completely down, and just seeing that transformation just over the course of a couple months, maybe even a month.
Yeah, I know you're one of several men that have been impacted by this organization. And in order to keep Ryan's Refuge moving forward, Eric, I know that you guys need the funds to do that.
Yes.
So how will this gala help?
Like I said, we do it once a year. We had a great response last year. You didn't show up. I'm coming back around to that. How can I ask your viewers to come if you don't come? So I'm going to put you on the spot. Are you coming this year?
I will come this year, Eric. I'm committing right now.
Okay,
I'm really looking forward to it.
Thank you. I just sold a ticket. Anyways, we have 100 tables. We're selling tables for $1,000 a piece, but the table holds 8 people. You can bring all your friends, family. We don't want to just sell tables, although if you can't come, we'd like you to sponsor a table if you could. We want people to come hear our vision and celebrate this night with us. I got a great speaker this year, Blake Martin, flying out from Vegas. Blake is the pastor of Church on the Street, Vegas. He has a church service outside, and hundreds of homeless people come every Sunday. So he's my guy that's speaking this year. You're going to love him.
That's wonderful. What can people expect from this event? You know, what's the attire? What's the food? Give us the rundown.
It's going to be semi-formal. The food's going to be amazing. I have a caterer from Loosedale, Patty Hair, Patty's Pans. Like I said, the speaker's going to be great. I got great volunteers coming to help and make it a big event. It's going to be good. And a bunch of chocolates. We're going to go over the top with chocolates this year.
Okay, chocolate. Hey, I love the sound of that. Now I'm really going to come. I'm just kidding. I was going to come before. We're going to wrap up with you really quickly. Last but not least, what does Ryan's Refuge mean to you? And if somebody's watching right now and is on the fence about coming to the gala, what would you tell them?
just number one, please come. I cannot tell you the amount of impact that we do on a daily basis. Not only with Ryan's, but just running cold weather shelters that we do. We've already done 2 of those this year, but just honestly seeing the impact in people's lives just every single day. I mean, whether it be for just a couple of days, sometimes they just need a couple of days, you know, to stay somewhere. But honestly, just seeing the impacts in guys' lives every day.
It's incredible to watch firsthand, and so thankful for what you guys do in Mobile and beyond for that community. If you're watching and you'd love to attend the gala, we will have the link to tickets on our website, fox10tv.com. If you can't make it, you can still donate, and you can also find that on our website there. Can't wait to see you guys next month.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll see you there.
All right, see you then. All straight ahead on Fox 10 Midday, our Lee Peck shows us a very special project happening at Daphne High School. We'll tell you how you can help out in today's We the People when Fox 10 Midday returns after this.
Committed to you. This is Fox 10 Midday.
Turning now to your half-hour headlines on this Friday. First, a group of tech investors from Alphabet and Meta is now suing the Trump administration over its sale of TikTok, claiming they were financially harmed. The lawsuit says President Donald Trump and Attorney General Pam Bondi illegally allowed the sale of TikTok earlier this year. And the lawsuit also argues the administration's approval of the new deal violated a law requiring TikTok's Chinese-based parent company ByteDance to divest from the app or face a ban here in the U.S. The lawsuit also says Trump's approval of the sale rewards executives and companies with close ties to the president. And then President Trump says regime change is coming to Cuba soon. Trump has said he's assigning Secretary of State Marco Rubio to make a deal. Trump has been choking Cuba's energy supply for weeks now, which led to a massive blackout earlier this week. He cut off shipments from Venezuela after the military ousted Nicolas Maduro back in January. Then he threatened to implement tariffs on any other country that sells oil to Cuba. And finally, the Jags men's basketball team plays its first Sun Belt tournament game tonight as the 6th seed South Alabama earned a bye in round 3, where they'll face 10th seed Georgia Southern at 7:30. Leading the way is Sun Belt Conference Player of the Year Chase Harris. The junior forward is averaging nearly 19 points a game, one of the top scorers in the country, by the way. And a win tonight would set up a matchup with 3rd seed Coastal Carolina. The South Alabama women's basketball team just started their 4th game of the tournament as well against Marshall, and we will bring you updates on that game later on Fox 10 News tonight. In our business news today, Nike takes a hit, Six Flags sells some of its parks, and airport lounges are downsizing for affluent travelers with less time to spare. Here's Fox's CJ Papa with your Friday business briefs.
Nike says its job cuts and severance costs will result in expenses of $300 million. The athletic wear company revealed plans this year to lay off around 775 workers as part of its turnaround strategy. The cuts involved workers at Nike's distribution centers in Tennessee and Mississippi, cutting about 1% of the total workforce. Six Flags is selling 7 of its amusement parks. EPR Properties is scooping them up for $331 million in cash. Six Flags will use the money to pay down debt, simplifying its portfolio and strengthening its balance sheet. EPR will team up with Enchanted Parks to run 6 of the locations in the U.S. And airport lounges are shrinking. Sidecar is American Express's new 1,500 square foot lounge in Las Vegas with seating for 33. Travelers can't get in until 90 minutes before departing. It features signature cocktails, mocktails, and light fare. But there are no buffets, showers, or phone booths for private calls. CJ Papa, Fox News.
Meteorologist Hannah Fink out here, as well as meteorologist Nicholas Herboso. We are coming towards the tail end of this Touch a Truck event that is for about 700 4th and 5th graders. This is their graduation present from the Mobile County Sheriff's Office for graduating the GRADE program. And unfortunately, we have been rained on, and this is the first bit of sunshine we have seen all morning.
Yeah, I mean, it's really tried, but this is probably one of the strongest bits, and it's about to get pretty steamy hot out here. But this has been fun. We still have a few groups of kids that are still going around. I see a couple buses that are back there behind us, but they're kind of wrapping up. The last few folks are getting their tours of the vehicles, and then they're going from there. But this has been great for those students, and congratulations to them.
Yes, it truly has been, and unfortunately, they were part of that 30% that got continuous rain showers, but we are starting to see some clearing through the area, but rain showers are going to continue on. Let's take a live look outside at downtown Mobile on our Eastern Shore Toyota camera. Finally seeing some sunshine poking through there, 76 degrees. Winds are picking up a little bit. And then we're finally seeing some sunshine near Orange Beach as well, 77 degrees out there. And here is a look at our current conditions across the area. A lot of us are in the upper 70s, and a lot of us are starting to see some of that sunshine poke through as well. Here's a live look at our radar. Like I said, we have about a 30% chance for some showers today. We're seeing some heavier showers, especially near, looks like Lucedale, some heavy showers. That's what that red is there. Looks like we're seeing that rain clear out of southern and west Mobile at this time. Almanac for today, another well above average day, about 80 degrees. We're forecasting for a forecast high, typically 70 degrees this time of year. So as you make your way out the door, this Friday, make sure you have an umbrella in hand just in case, especially if you're in Mobile County, Greene County, and Washington County, as temperatures get up into the 80s. Forecast today broken down by each location. 77 in Pascagoula. We have 81 over in Leakesville, 79 in Lucedale. Then moving into our inland areas, we'll have a high of 80 in Jackson, 81 in Citronelle, and then we'll have a high of 83 in Bradley and 81 over in Thomasville. Then we'll have highs in our Mobile and Baldwin County areas of 80 in Mobile, 71 in Dauphin Island, 81 in Mount Vernon, 79 in Foley, and 76 in Gulf Shores. Moving into Northwest Florida, we'll have a high of 76 in Pensacola, 75 in Navarre, 83 over in Munson, 82 in Crestview, and 74 over in Destin. So what we're looking at for our evening forecast, we're going to still see some sunshine, but it's still going to be warm and steamy, only 73 degrees by 6 p.m., still 70 degrees by 8 p.m., and we are tracking the possibility of more fog development into the overnight hours. The National Weather Service is saying tonight we are more than likely going to have a better chance for fog development, especially south and southeast of I-65 corridor, 67 degrees, so we'll probably have another dense fog advisory issued. Lows tonight will be in the upper 60s across the area. What we're tracking for our weekend forecast is our biggest rain chance, especially Saturday night into Sunday morning, and that's when we have that time change as well. Overall, in the next 7-day forecast, we're going to continue to have the spring-like pattern continue on.
Yep. By the way, take a look behind us real quick. You can actually see some of the kids getting to talk with Alabama Power there. This is the event, and they're still able to get out. Now we have a little bit of sunshine out here. Of course, keeping you updated on our forecast as we go through the day. We'll see you again, of course, talking about a forecast later on, and then, of course, at 3 o'clock, as we're going to be monitoring some of these rain showers that are still going on. Something to keep an eye on.
Yes.
More than 2 years in the making to honor veterans at Daphne High School is making lots of progress. And this week's We the People, Fox 10's Lee Peck shows us the work behind the U.S. Veterans Memorial and how you can honor a special veteran of your own.
And we centered them around the new flagpole that we put in as sort of the centerpiece in the heart of the campus.
Daphne High School Principal Fletcher Comer will tell you nothing good happens fast.
These are where the veterans bricks will go. We will have them installed.
He showed us the work underway on the school's U.S. Veterans Memorial, which will include a walk of remembrance.
I feel like putting a veterans memorial in the front of the school helps us grow the next generation of citizens. You know, you got to teach every generation what it means to be a free people, and I feel like this is one step in that direction.
Like a lot of projects, it started out small.
Flagpole was the first thing that was put in. It's an impressive flagpole, and so we started building around that.
Assistant Principal Joseph Rowe tells us it quickly became a community project with help from Baldwin County Schools, the Daphne 3 Mill Committee, and State Representative Matt Simpson.
And then culminating at the flag with all the benches around it, and it's all tied together.
The real heart of the memorial is the bricks honoring any U.S. veteran, living or deceased, local or out of state.
So we're using brick markers out of Florida, and people are able to do 3 lines with 20 total characters. The cost per brick is $40, and they can order them on a link through the top of the Daphne High School website.
They've been meeting with local veterans to let them know about the project and of the April 1st deadline to purchase a brick so the install can be complete. After that, there's no adding bricks.
We want to make sure that we get the word out to everyone, because our biggest regret would be that we put this project in and people come up and see it and say, oh, well, how can I get a brick?
A granite hexagon honors every branch of the military. The memorial will also feature the POW Missing in Action flag and the Alabama state flag, as well as a few other details they're keeping top secret.
There are still some surprises.
There are some surprises coming. We are not going to unveil that, and it's happening very soon. One of the surprises, and I think the Daphne community will really be excited about what happens when that's revealed.
We'll have to wait for that.
Yes, sir.
All right.
They hope to have everything complete by Memorial Day. At Daphne High School, Lee Peck, Fox 10 News.
Exciting progress there, and the deadline to order a veteran brick is April 1st. We'll have the link inside this story at fox10tv.com, and any money left over after installation will be donated to local veterans groups. It's 11:43 now. Thank you for making Fox 10 Midday a part of your Friday. Coming up, a father and son cash in on a famous sign at Winsel's. Why the father hopes this isn't the only time he can take advantage is all coming up after the break. Welcome back. Winsel's Oyster House in downtown Mobile has been around since the late 30s. It's known for its walls covered in witty sayings, one promising free oysters to any man 80 years old, accompanied by his father. Well, it's never been done until now. Our Shelby Myers has this rare story for us.
The Rushmen love raw oysters. Although they grew up in Mobile, they live in Florida now, but coming to the downtown Mobile Winsel's location is tradition.
My dad and I started riding in a parade at Mardi Gras on Friday nights, and so we would come down here on Friday afternoon and eat oysters, and that started in 1972.
On the walls, dozens of signs with quotes and witty jokes, but there's one that's been a decades-old obsession to Carl Rush.
That I can quote by heart. Free oysters to any man 80 years old, accompanied by his father. So in seeing that sign, we felt like our dad was going to make it to 100 because he's in great health. So we've been talking about it as a family for 25, 30 years.
And we'd asked the bartender if anybody ever done it on one hand. So, well, we'll be the first.
We're the number ones.
Carl's older brother Jimmy would be the first to turn 80. His father...
You're the 80-year-old, and how old are you, sir?
That leaves me the other one. I'm 99.
Yep, Jim is 99 years old, and other than losing his vision, says he's in great health.
Except I've just been very lucky and very well taken care of through my God, and it worked out. Yep.
The Rushmen turned the event into a huge celebration, inviting about 60 family members and friends to Winsel's. Jimmy says it's been his best birthday yet.
I've never thought about any birthdays except my 80th. That's the one I was looking forward to.
Because of the sign?
Because of the sign.
And Winsel's kept its promise, delivering a dozen free oysters to the 80-year-old. Besides Jim's 100th birthday coming up, the Rushmen say they're looking forward to doing this again.
Well, we will be back to do this all over again October of 2028 when I turn 80. So my dad said he's going to make it, so it's good enough for me.
And Jim will be 102 in June of 2028. He's a World War II and Korean War veteran, and he tells Fox 10 he's not on any medication and says the only key to living this age is to take it one day at a time. We want to thank you for staying with us here on Fox 10 Midday. Right now it's 11:50. We are taking a live look at Dauphin Island. Look at that beautiful blue sky. Lots of sunshine for us on this Friday. We'll be back with another look at your forecast and more of your headlines after this break.
Well, we're out here in West Mobile for the Mobile County Sheriff's Office Touch a Truck event that is being held in honor of the 4th and 5th graders that just graduated the GREAT program from the Mobile County Public School System. And it's been an interesting morning. We've had on and off rain showers. We had a very low chance for rain, but unfortunately we happen to be the location that was stuck in it. But the sunshine's been poking through. The kids are enjoying some of the trucks out here. Alabama Power is right behind us, and a lot of the kiddos are over there learning. We have kids right behind the camera right now. They're on the sheriff's boats right now, getting a look at everything around. It's been a fun event, especially for the kiddos that have braved the rain.
Yes, and a few people have gotten to, in detail, explore the storm tracker truck, of course. I think the Alabama Power truck is so cool, the bucket that they have to go up. The coolest thing ever. We do have to quickly finish up and talk about the forecast and what else we have expected.
So right now, taking a live look outside on the Admiral camera as well as the Eastern Shore Toyota camera, about 76 degrees. We're seeing some sunshine in downtown Mobile, as well as in 76 degrees over in downtown Mobile. Excuse me, the skyline, you can finally see it. Visibility was not the greatest earlier this morning with that fog. Temperatures are going to be near or slightly above 80 degrees, and then temperatures will still be in the 70s by this evening. Forecast highs today. A lot of us are going to be in the lower 80s for a high today. Near the beaches will be in the upper 70s. Then for tonight, 67 degrees. Could see some patchy dense fog forming as well. We'll probably have another dense fog advisory, as you can tell by our fogcast. Another night of poor visibility. So if you're an early morning commuter, make sure you be extra cautious. It looks to clear out around the 9:30, 10 o'clock hour. Weekend forecast, we're tracking the possibility of some stronger storms, maybe even Saturday night into Sunday morning. That timing has been changing since models have come out today, so we'll continue to keep you updated here at Fox 10 and into the weekend. As you can tell, around 9:30, 10 o'clock, we can start to see some showers and stronger thunderstorms possible into early Sunday morning. So we're going to continue to see the spring-like pattern. Temperatures could even get into the lower to mid 80s by next week. It is spring break for a lot of folks, so people will be heading to the beaches, and it's going to continue to be muggy out there as well. Our rain chances, our highest rain chance is going to be Sunday, but we're probably going to be messing with our rain chances a little bit more for Saturday as we get timing a little bit more fine-tuned. So for a 7-day forecast, it's going to continue to be warm out there. We'll see some sunshine. Greatest rain chance in the near term will be Saturday night into Sunday morning. We do have a marginal risk for severe weather. It's a very low-end severe weather threat, just meaning one or two of those storms could be on the stronger side.
Yep, happy to be out here, Mobile County, West Mobile County Park here on Leroy Stevens. I'll send it back to y'all. That's it.
All right, glad you guys are having fun. Thanks for the update. By the way, it's almost time to spring forward. Just a reminder that daylight saving time starts this weekend, meaning you'll need to set those nightstand alarm clocks ahead by 1 hour this Sunday, March 8th at 2 a.m., or you can just watch your smartphone jump an hour at that time. The annual change aims to make better use of daylight and save energy. Daylight saving time will end Sunday, November 1st, when clocks will fall back 1 hour. So again, big reminder there. I'm not great about setting my clocks ahead an hour, so I'm going to do that today, this afternoon when I'm done with work. We want to thank you for watching Fox 10 Midday on this Friday. We hope your day is off to a wonderful start. We will see you on Fox 10 Live at 3 p.m. in just a few hours right now. But we are leaving you with this beautiful live look at the beach. We hope you have a wonderful weekend.